shoes.
When you leave, be sure that the copying machine is turned off.
What does the woman mean? Question number 5.
Tom got a C in Mrs. Walker's class.
It's surprising that he passed his Latin at all. What does the man imply? Question number 6. I'd be curious to find out what Janet's bills came to.
She paid $60 for a pair of shoes and $150 for a dress.
What does the woman say about Janet? Question number 7.
The construction of the science complex is finally over. Have you seen it yet?
The new engineering building is far from what I expected. What does the man mean? Question number 8. I got my teeth cleaned today.
So, you have gone to a dentist.
What does the woman mean? Question number 9.
Have Nick and Sally made all the arrangements for the reception?
It appears that 130 guests are coming to the wedding, and the hall they rented is not nearly large enough. What does the man imply? Question number 10. I'd like to cash a traveler's check for $1,000.
The manager can help you.
What does the woman imply? Question number 11.
The people across the street are getting their house ready for sale.
I know. Last week they had the windows washed and the carpet steamed. What does the man mean? Question number 12. Kate should be proud of her accomplishment. How did she react to the news?
When she learned that she won the first prize, she was at a loss for words.
What can be said about Kate? Question number 13.
How about a cup of coffee? You look tired.
Every morning I promise myself that I'll go to bed early, but I end up staying up anyway. What does the man mean? Question number 14. Is Ronald going to Iowa to see his parents?
He wants to travel abroad this summer.
What does the woman mean? Question number 15.
Why don't her roommates forward the package to her?
They don't have her address, and they don't know how to get in touch with her. What does the man mean? Question number 16. We've been driving for 45 minutes already, and I expected the trip to take no longer than half an hour.
You hadn't missed the turnoff. We could have made it there on time.
What does a woman mean? Question number 17.
The number of incoming undergraduates is high this fall.
The business school enrollment is only a third of the predicted figures. What does a man mean? Question number 18. What's Henry been up to? I've seen him at the School of Music several times in the past month.
Can you believe that he has taken up singing at his age?
What does a woman mean? Question number 19.
You seem upset. Is something wrong?
I'm sick and tired of explaining the same thing just because someone is not listening. What does a man mean? Question number 20.
I've been trying to find you. Where have you and your sister been?
We took a path down to the river. What does a woman mean? Question number 21.
Did you get tickets for the game?
The line was too long and I had little time. Maybe we can call the box office and try our luck there. What are the man and woman probably going to do next? Question number 22. I think we need to have another phone line installed. The one we have is always busy.
Not on our budget, we don't.
What does a woman mean? Question number 23. You can sign up for the placement test in room 208.
I don't think I should be required to take the placement test. I passed my math class in my other school.
All transfer students have to take the test. What can be concluded from this conversation? Question number 24. The flower bed in the front is so full of weeds that you can barely see the tulips. The hedges need to be trimmed, and the grass could use some work.
Mr. Smith could take care of all these problems.
What is Mr. Smith's job? Question number 25.
The battery is getting low, and we'll probably miss the second half of the press conference.
If you adjust the volume, we will hear better. What are the man and woman probably doing? Question number 26. The actual fee for a compact is $100 per week. The other charges come from the insurance and mileage fees.
I didn't realize these were extra.
Where is this conversation probably taking place?
Question number 27.
I have such a bad ear infection that I won't be able to come to the final exam this afternoon.
Only your instructor can tell you what to do in this situation.
What did the woman mean? Question number 28.
I hate to say it, but I didn't get much out of this course on urban economics.
What you get out of it depends on what you put into it.
What can be said about the woman? Question number 29.
Do you carry books on early American crafts?
Well, we used to, but we couldn't sell many. If you need a specific text, you could write directly to the publisher.
Where is this conversation taking place? Question number 30.
Despite his age, Edward is the best cross-country skier I have ever seen.
Oh, he really is. Last year, he came in first in a 10-mile race.
What can be said about Edward? Now read the directions for Part B while they are being read to you. Part B. Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear longer conversations. After each conversation, you will hear several questions. Conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Remember, you are not allowed to take questions 31 through 37. Refer to the following dialogue about popcorn.
Even if we are going to stay home to watch the movie, we should still make popcorn. That way we can have it like we would in the movie theater without having to bother with driving, parking, and paying the outrageous ticket prices.
What a great idea. But we don't have a popcorn popper.
No problem. All we need is a cooking pot and a little oil. You can pop popcorn in anything that you can heat up to 400 degrees. That's how the settlers did it before poppers even existed. Actually, air corn poppers are best, and they don't cost much.
Oil adds calories. Without oil, you can have as much of it as you want. Not only does it taste good, it's also good for you.
We can't do without oil. We'll have burned corn kernels, not popped. Oil heats the corn kernel and makes the moisture turn to steam and burst.
All right, but don't add a lot of it. It's amazing how much bigger the popped corn is compared to the kernel. I read somewhere that popped corn is 30 to 40 times larger. Just imagine that.
Here, have some. And you said we needed a corn popper.
Question number 31. Where is this conversation taking place? Question number 32. What is necessary to make popcorn? Question number 33. What can be said about air corn poppers? Question number 34. What does the woman say about oil? Question number 35. Why is oil necessary for popping corn? Question number 36. What will happen if oil is not used for popping corn? Question number 37. How can the size of the popped corn be compared to that of the kernel? This is the end of Part B. Now read the directions for Part C while they are being read to you. Part C. Directions. In Part C, you will hear short talks. At the end of each, you will be asked several questions. Each talk and each question will be spoken only one time. For this reason, you must listen carefully to understand what the speaker says. After you hear a question, read the 4 selections and choose the one that is the best answer to the question the speaker asked. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and blacken the space that corresponds to the letter for the answer you have chosen. Questions 38 through 42 refer to the following talk about school policy.
First of all, I would like to explain the course policies to you. The class meets 3 times a week for 12 weeks. In addition to the weekly written assignments, there are reading materials which must be covered before the end of the term. The written projects must be handed in on certain days of the week, but you are free to complete your readings at any time during the week when they are assigned. Attendance in this class is taken at roll time. If you miss more than 5 class sessions, I will submit a written absence report to your advisor. If you must miss a class because you are ill or have an urgent matter to attend to, you need to inform me in order to avoid an unexcused absence. It is your responsibility to make up the work if you miss classes for any reason whatsoever. If you hand in your assignment after the due date, your grade will be lowered.
Question number 38. What is the main topic of this talk? Question number 39. When must the weekly readings be completed? Question number 40. What would the speaker do if students miss more than 5 classes? Question number 41. How can students avoid unexcused absences? Questions 43 through 46 refer to the following topic.
As most of you already know, a flu epidemic has invaded not only our city, but also the entire state. To decrease your chances of catching flu, you must have a clear understanding of how viral diseases spread. Flus are viral communicable diseases that spread from person to person through contact. Coughing and sneezing are the most common ways in which a virus travels from one person to another. When someone coughs or sneezes, the tiny droplets containing viruses are expelled into the air. If a person nearby breathes in these droplets, the virus travels from a sick person to a healthy one. After a virus invades a healthy cell, it multiplies rapidly and eventually damages or destroys the cell. If the number of contaminated cells is large, the person becomes ill. You should note that colds spread in the same fashion as viral diseases. Touching door and faucet handles, shaking hands, and sharing towels can easily help transmit contagious diseases. One more complication needs to be mentioned. Some people who carry the infectious organisms within their bodies do not show any symptoms and are not even aware of being contagious, but are nonetheless capable of transmitting viruses. Frequently, carriers of infection spread diseases unknowingly to themselves and others.
Question number 43. What is the main idea of this talk? Question number 44. What is the most common cause of flu transmission? Question number 45. How do colds spread? Question number 46. Who are the carriers of viral diseases? Questions 47 through 50 refer to the following talk about American values.
Did you know that we live in times of not only great technological but also social changes that affect our society daily? American cultural and social values are undergoing major modifications, as has been repeatedly pointed out in studies dealing with opinion research in the past 10 or 15 years. Unlike in the 1960s and 1970s, currently only 20% of the American public cites traditional values of hard work, family, and sacrifice as important to them. Polling firms throughout the country have found that leisure activities have come to occupy a prominent place in people's lives. As a result, time has already become and will continue to be a scarce and valuable commodity. Manufacturers of time-saving products and suppliers of services, such as fast food restaurants, prepared foods sold in stores, microwave ovens, disposable paper and fiber goods, fast-drying paints, and professional lawn services, have shown a remarkable gain in revenue. A drive for self-fulfillment is also now looked at as an intrinsic American cultural value, although it was not commonly discussed even 20 years ago. The public seems to display an unprecedented desire to spend money and effort on improving looks and feeling healthy, vigorous, and energetic. People's desire to satisfy personal creativity has given a boost to purchases of hobby products, weight-reducing services, and even whirlpool baths.
Question number 47. Who first noted a change in American social and cultural values? Question number 48. What does a speaker say has become a scarce commodity?